always ready. Won't take it back.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Jeff, aka GCurse here. How are you all doing this evening? It is currently 7:10 p.m. on the 14th of January 2025. I'm here with a react. However, it is not a DSP gaming react. No, that's right. I'm giving that piece of shit the day off. There's a lot of other better people that do reaction videos to DSP gaming, so I figured, you know what? Let's do a react to something else. So there I was at lunch break from work, and I was on YouTube to see what was going on in the world of the uploading video leader, I guess you could really say. When I was looking at my subscriber count, I am currently at 575. Thank you very much. I am very proud for each and every one of you who has subscribed. But I'm not here to really talk about that. I'm just, saying how grateful I am. But anyway. So there I was when all of a sudden in my subscriber box, I saw that there was actually a video from Hasbro. That's why we got a Transformers React video today. Apparently Hasbro, without letting the majority of the internet know, that apparently they did what do you want to call it? They call it Transformer Tuesday, but it's kind of like a preview of what you can expect there to come out this year. This is the first Transformers, Transformer Tuesday, whatever the fuck you call it. This is the first one of the year, and did they hit the ground running, or did they hit the ground and comically kind of slip and land on their ass? Well, I'm going to give you my thoughts about that at the end of this video, so let's get to that react right about now. Okay, so before I get to the reaction, I just want to let everybody know that I basically kind of edited out the items I do not plan on buying at all. Basically, it is the Micheal Bay version of Transformers. I do not plan on buying any of those at all. Never have, never will. They're just not my preference, basically. So what I did was I kept the items that appealed to me and may appeal to you. If you like Bayverse movies, that's fine. To me, they're not for me though. So let's get on with it. So first up, we have the Wreck and Doom Collection Package 1 Spinister versus
Amazon
Topspin.
exclusive. Continuing the Wreck and Doom multi-packs that we've been doing, you guys have been loving. So Mark, take it away. What do we got here?
I know everybody out there have been collecting.
Okay, right off the bat, I'm going to say that I am fucking sick and tired of Hasbro's utter laziness. I'm not really that upset with Spinister. Spinister looks pretty damn cool if you ask me. You also get his original Target Masters. However, are we really going to be re-releasing a repainted Topspin that came out? When the fuck did that figure come out? Hold on, let's do a quick look here. There we go. Let's pull this shit up. Okay, let's see here. Time to turn. Topspin. Let's see, when did this motherfucker come out? Legends Deluxe. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Topspin. Okay. 2017. So about 8 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. They are literally... Here, hold on. They are literally re-releasing an 8-year-old figure. I would have been fine either if they just released Spinister by himself, or if they released Topspin as a whole new mold. They should have done that with oh god, what is the other one called? What's it? There's Topspin and Twin Twist. They should have released both of those figures as totally new molds, to be honest. There is no reason why Hasbro is releasing Titans Return era figures These figures fucking suck. Back in 2017 when they released, they were decent because we were not privy to having the advancements in the figures that we have now that have been happening ever since War for Cybertron. We had War for Cybertron, we had Legacy. We are now entering the goddamn age of primes. 6+ years, ladies and gentlemen. And they are having us buy a figure that is literally a Titans Return repaint. They should have just did 2 new molds, one for Topspin, one for Twin Twist. But the sad thing is that people will argue, well, if they release the figure as new molds, they're going to be exclusive to Amazon. Would you still buy it if it was exclusive? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah, I would. The whole argument, which had merit 5, 6, 7 years ago, the argument that had merit 7 years ago, well, not everybody has Amazon. Not everybody can afford Amazon. I'm pretty sure that things have changed nowadays where people can afford Amazon. Hell, I can. We cannot keep living in the past. I hate exclusives as much as the next person does. But to release this goddamn Titans Return figure, and this is not the first one that they released from the Titans Return era. They also did Twin Twist during the Wreck and Rule collection. Nothing different except the goddamn color swap. The whole, well, it's Amazon, not everybody can get Amazon, is bullshit nowadays. It's bullshit. I would have been happy if it was just Spinister by himself, or if they released both Topspin. Hell, do a 2-pack. Do a top 2-pack of Topspin and Twin Twist with a modern mold, basically, with modern articulation, because these Titan Return figures are fucking garbage by today's standards. Here, let me go get him. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so here I have the Twin Twist. Here, let's actually see. Can we do this? Okay, so we have the Twin Twist. Twin Twist Wreck and Rule variant. From my understanding, these are like the die cast or die clone colors. I don't know. Don't really fucking care. I like the way the figure looks. However, this figure is exactly the same figure that was released in Titans Return. No ankle articulation at all. No wrist articulation at all, because this motherfucker is a Titan master or a headmaster. His head comes off. That's the gimmick. There is nothing modern about this figure. There is not. And not only, are they wanting you to buy Twin Twist again, but they do nothing different with the exception of a color swap. Once again, this figure has all the same flaws that this figure has. Damn it, that this figure has. No ankle tiltage, no wrist articulation. It has mediocre hip swivel. It is fucking garbage by today's standards. And they are wanting us to buy another one. There's nothing different between these two figures. They should have just released it, done a whole new mold, and I would guarantee you that the public would buy this set. Would sell out. Not so much because of Spinister. Spinister is an awesome figure, but because of the fact you'd be getting a whole new mold of Twin Twist. Or like I said, they could have just released a 2-pack with the with new 2 new molds of these guys. But people are fucking they want to live in the past. Well, everybody cannot get Amazon. You don't have to have an Amazon Prime membership, if I understand correctly, to pre-order these. You can pre-order these things and they'll just send it to your house at normal shipping, if I understood correctly. But the fact is, $49.99 for a modern figure Spinister and a figure that is horribly engineered by today's standards. This figure was nice 7 years ago, before we had all the advancements. Before Hasbro really kicked up their game. This was acceptable back then. But if you were to put this figure against another figure, let's say, what's a good... let's go with Needle Nose from Legacy Evolution, I think it is. You put these 2 figures next to each other, you know damn well which one is the modern figure and which one is the older one. This figure did not need to be re-released in this mold. It should have been a totally new mold.
Our Mayhem Squad, Attack Squad, which is our Doom and Destruction clan there, and then our good guys, the Wreckers, as everybody loves. So I've been very, very pushful, I guess you could say, as well, trying to finish those team members out. So I'm very...
And I respect him for that. I respect him to try to get, characters that are not your typical Optimus Prime, Megatron, Starscream. I respect that. I'm saying the customer deserves a figure that is modern. To literally sell them something like this, just recolored differently, it feels a little bit of a slap to the face. Because you know damn well that these figures have not like due to, not as a collector, but just overall, the price of deluxe class figures has skyrocketed in 8 years, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to be paying 2017 prices for that Topspin. No, ladies and gentlemen, not at all. You're going to be paying 2025 prices for a figure that was released in 2020 or 2017. Are you getting a little bit upset? I would be getting upset. Why should we be forced to pay a higher price for a figure that cost less 8 years ago?
Amped up that we actually do have Topspin here and Spinister, and for the first time you actually do get Spinister as target masters, unlike that other Spinister that we released back in WFC. If you can actually look at the color scheme is changed. His color scheme is...
Okay, I'll be honest, I like them both. I actually have Spinister also. But I like the idea of getting those target masters. I actually pre-ordered the box set. However, even though I pre-ordered this set, it's what I call, I don't really have a name for it, but as we get closer to the here, let me actually pull it up. Let's see here. As we get closer to the release date of the set, about a month or 2 in advance, I'm going to go through my list of pre-orders that have not shipped yet. Let's see here. Okay, so here, let's do this. Okay, so this set, it is set to release August 1st, 2025. So what I plan on doing, I plan on actually, like, say, June, roughly. I'm going to look at the list of Transformers that have not shipped out yet. And I'll be like, do I really want this figure? And I'll be honest, right now, I have a couple that's on my list of that figures that pre-orders that may get the axe. One of them is at Star Optimus Prime. I think that's what it's called. It's the new Titan. I pre-ordered him, but like I said, I pre-order a lot of stuff, and as the delivery gets closer, I'll go sit down and I'll think about, is this really what I want? You know. So there's that, and then there's one from Legacy, or it's Age of the Prime. Sorry, I think it's called Fugitive Wasp. That's another one. So those are like the two that's on the possible cutting block. This may join those figures. If I do keep this box set, it would be for that Spinister, because I'm just not that excited to buy a goddamn Titans Return era figure that should not have been reissued. It should have been a whole new mold, basically. With today's articulation and advancement into detail that our figures have been getting over the last 6 years, can you really say that you're happy to get a figure that is as old as Topspin when there are a whole bunch of nicer figures out there?
Straight out of the comic books. I ended up keeping the two-tone blues, though, much like his purple to teal here in the original release. I thought in the comic books it goes dark blue, it goes bright blue, so I thought that was like a nice kind of nod to the original color scheme. But I'm pretty excited about Hair Splitter and Singe coming with him, because he didn't come with them originally. But that recoloring looks beautiful, especially in helicopter mode. This copter mode is pretty sick.
No, that's great.
Yeah, it really did come out pretty strong. And then, of course, Topspin here. So for all you guys that
Oh, you got both
collected,
originals here.
yeah,
Nice.
you know, I'm trying to come prepared, trying to show the comparisons here. I know everybody wants to see the Brothers Connect here, the Jump Starter team here. So yeah, just the original color scheme that was released in the Records program for Twin.
These guys are trying so fucking hard to make these two figures here seem so awesome. I'm pretty sure that they have to look at these two figures and be like that. Comparing Topspin to Spinister, it's not even close, ladies and gentlemen. Going by articulation, detailing, coloring, and all that other stuff, Spinister blows Topspin out of the water. And it's like trying to compare a car from the 1950s to a car from 2025. It's not going to win, ladies and gentlemen. It's an unfair fight. It's an unfair fight. You have a figure that is severely lacking what the other has. I feel that when you release a set of two figures, both figures should prop up each other to make the overall product the best that it can be. You have Spinister like giving like 90%, and you have Topspin only able to give 10%. That's how I kind of feel, view this set.
Twist, it's obviously a necessity. If you have Twin Twist, you must have Topspin, and to get them in almost the same exact color scheme as Twin Twist, but slightly altered, because obviously their vehicle modes are slightly altered from each other, which do look fabulous together. But they are the same spec, the blue and the red, so they will match in hand. Maybe there's a little bit of offness on the red right now, but that will be fixed in production. And then you also get the Headmaster gimmick of Freeze out here, which is very cool. As you know, you can do those in all the I think I have him in here already, that he fits into the cockpit. There we go. You can see him in there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, these molds hold up for year after year. I gotta say, that whole entire program for the Titan Masters and Power of the Primes and all that stuff, I love bringing forward those kinds of gimmicks for the characters, and it's just...
So this is the guy we should be kind of blaming for bringing Titans Return era figures back up for sale. Just because something was good in the past doesn't mean it should come to the present. I really wonder what the message here is. You know, like, is Hasbro happy giving the consumer a figure that is lacking? Aren't we supposed to be moving into the future? This feels more like a step back, to be honest.
Really makes for a fun toy, especially in vehicle mode. So I'm pretty amped on this pack.
Yeah, no, I love, like, with Legacy before this, but Age of Primes, where you can bring those gimmicks back that we just don't do anywhere else.
Yeah.
So love bringing these back. These look fantastic. And again, this continues that Wreck and Doom collection. As I mentioned before, the pre-order is live right now. It's going to be limited quantities at Hasbro Pulse, but also, of course, through Amazon. Love the packaging as well. Looks incredible.
Didn't even
It's
talk
a real,
about
yeah, I shouldn't skip that because that's a real step up from what we've done in the past. I mean, Amy did this really leaning into that Versus pack. And of course, you get on the back, you come with the 3 Titan Masters as well. So it's a really great pack. You got 5 figures in total.
Okay, I heard this when I first watched the video. He said 3 Titan Masters. What fucking 3 Titan Masters? He said on the back of that pack, 3 Titan Masters. Does he mean the 1 Titan Master and the 2 Target Masters? Because those Target Masters do not turn into Titan Masters. They're Target Masters. They're weapons to be held. A Titan Master, or Headmaster as you prefer, is actually what goes... This! Hold on. This is a Titan, or a Headmaster. The head comes off. It reconnects to the body. That is... Come on. Oh, now you gotta fucking act up. There it goes. That is a Headmaster. A Target Master are weapons that the Transformers hold, like Singe and whatever the other one is. Can't they even... Can they not hire people that knows what the fuck it is they're talking about?
Really excited for
Beautiful
this one.
illustration. I mean,
Absolutely.
I love these illustrations, and I love the new
really
box
good.
style for the Age of the Primes.
You know, I really want to ask these guys, hey, you know, just to see if they actually know what the fuck it is they're talking about. I mean, like, hey, is Optimus Prime the most awesome Decepticon ever? If they fucking said yes, then you know that these guys are not fucking legitimate Transformer fans.
This does coincide with our Age of the Primes line, so pretty amped up on that as well. Let's hear from you guys about who's the descendant of who. Let's hear that out here. So, yeah, this is a pretty solid pack.
Well, cool. Love it, Mark. Thank you very much. So as I said, pre-orders live right now. Go check it out.
Okay. Up next, we have the Studio Series Deluxe Class Devastation Optimus
Well, here
Prime.
we have Deluxe Optimus Prime from Devastation, one of my all-time favorites, the closest you can get to playing an actual G1 episode as a video game.
Yes.
This is part of our A-level assortment. The first year we launched, we did Deluxe Optimus Prime for Transformers 1, of course, paired with 86 Bumblebee. This is the next iteration, going to hit shelves approximately April. Obviously, Devastation Optimus Prime, and the next Bumblebee is from Transformers 1, which is already live for pre-order. But Evan, take it away. What do we got here?
Well, we have a Deluxe Optimus Prime, as you just said. So this comes to us from the lovely Shusan over at Takara Tomy. And essentially, one of the reasons that we wanted to do this was in the video game, when you fight Devastator, he's monstrous. And obviously, we have Devastator coming out this year. So we thought that a Deluxe class Optimus Prime would kind of make that scale just a little bit more relevant to the video game and also allow folks to kind of replay that fantasy. But Shu was able to pack in just a lot of really fun and cool features into this figure.
I actually do not plan on buying this figure. I know it sounds weird, but for me, certain figures should always be like the biggest. I'm not saying like Titan class, but when you think of like, say, Megatron, Optimus Prime, you're thinking of like, to me, it sounds like Voyager. These are the leaders of their respective groups. Anything less than a Voyager, to be honest, is, to me, like a little bit of an insult. You have Optimus Prime here, which is Deluxe class. You're telling me that he is the same size as Twin Twist here. Really, to me, he should be Voyager. The only one figure that I'm not even sure what he was classified as. Here, let's actually do some research. The only one that gets a little bit of a pass, in my opinion, is Generation 1 Optimus Prime. Because he was like the first of his kind. Let's see here. Wow. God, he has a whole shit ton of. Okay, games, toys. Does it say like, well, let's see here. Let's just go. Transformers. Does it say like what his classification was? It just says Autobot Commander. This is the only one I could actually understand being deluxe class because he was the first of his kind. Whereas over time, we started getting classifications. We got core class, we got deluxe, Voyager, leader, commander, Titan. You know, because he did not have that classification in G1 as you see here, I kind of give that one a pass. But like the newer figures, everything, I would say everything from like say Combiner Wars on up. I don't even know, did Thrilling 30, because I didn't, when I resumed collecting Transformers, I got in during the Combiner Wars trilogy. So let's see here. Let's see here. Do they have Thrilling 30? Reactivate. Oh god. Let's see here. The chance. Okay, let's try. Okay, do they actually have series number, accessories? Yeah, it's like Thrilling 30 doesn't even have a class, a classification. So I'm not sure when they invented or introduced classifications, but going back to this, crap. I just feel this should be a Voyager. I understand the reasoning behind it though, but still, I just look at that Optimus Prime and I just can't help but be kind of like, I'm not buying it, mainly because two reasons. Like I said, because he's deluxe class, and number two, I never played Devastation, so it really does not matter to me. But I just can't help but look at this figure and think he just looks too damn small.
So as you can see, what we kind of did to simulate the cell shading look of the video game is that we gave them the highlight streaks on the windshields.
It looks really, really good.
Yeah. So his alt mode is trailer compatible with like any and all of our trailers that we've released as well. He comes with his Energon axe. He's very posable. He's very cool. His chest also opens up, and he has a matrix on the inside.
Wow, a matrix! It has a matrix, really? Who would have fucking thought? I mean, if this was anything before Earthrise, I would have been shocked. But the Matrix has been played out, ladies and gentlemen. It's been played out.
And I love the Energon axe, where this is the first time I can remember where there's like motion built in the accessory, because obviously at this point you probably have a decent amount of Energon axes, but I love the uniqueness that you did here.
It was something that we wanted to try for this and see how
really
it
cool.
looked. Yeah. But yeah, this is our deluxe class Optimus Prime.
There you go. Yeah, pre-order live right now. Should be hitting shelves around April. So.
Okay, so up next we have the Studio Series Deluxe Class Jazz.
Of course.
This is basically a reissue from Studio Series 86. The one thing apparently that Hasbro is starting to phase out is the numbering that the Studio Series have. So like, for example, here, this is going to be used for later on. We have, here, let's pause this. We have the Gamer Edition Ratchet. You can see here that he's number, well, you can't because it's reversed, but this is number 9. They're getting rid of that numbering system. So basically you're just going to have Studio Series and then the subline of that Studio Series. So, yeah, so basically this Jazz is from Studio Series 86, even though that doesn't say it on the box. It's just Studio Series, the Transformers, the movie, Deluxe Class Jazz.
Bring back the very first figure that kind of launched it all, Studio Series.
Yeah, and it's also when I started working on Transformers full time. So I worked with Otoku-san on this back in the day, and yeah, I had a very big soft spot for Jazz, as I think a lot of us do, because he was one of the main characters in the animation, the G1 cartoon, had a very big appearance in the movie. Also showed up in Transformers 1.
Yeah, I was just gonna
1,
say, just showed up, and I'm sure if you're patient, Transformers 1 Jazz might show up.
Maybe eventually, yeah.
They're still trying to make, make
Yeah,
Transformers
so I
1
guess,
relevant.
Obviously, this package refresh, we're getting this out there. Funny story on why he has the number 14
I
on the side.
was gonna put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
what is the deal with the 14?
Well,
I have no clue.
Well, so back in the day, it was requested that I change the number that was on the side because it was a licensed vehicle,
Yep.
and we were trying to go like generic sports
Yep.
car. And so I did some research, and
Just so everybody knows, I am not pre-ordering this figure. I already have this figure. I also have the Autobots Stand United variant that came out last summer, and I also got the Toxitron G2 collection. So this figure is nice. I'm glad that viewer, if you're a collector and you did not get your first chance to get this figure, I am glad that you'll get a chance to get it. However, for me, I already have it, so it's like no real need to get this figure again. But as you can see, I know you can't really see it here, but as you can see on the box, they're dropping the numbering. So basically, this guy is from Transformers 86, but it doesn't say it anymore.
But yeah, the pre-order for this is live right now. Go check it out at HasbroPulse.com and other toy retailers.
Okay, up next we have the Studio Series Gamer Edition Voyager Class Ironhide.
Closer look at Voyager scale War for Cybertron Ironhide.
yep, everybody kind of got a sneak peek at this at MCM London Comic Con when I was out there, and we got to show it off, and we played a little bit of Who's That Transformer, which was a lot of fun. So I'm a big Ironhide and Ratchet stan. So whenever we're doing one, I'm always kind of.
I was gonna say
sure.
you brought a Ratchet.
I brought a Ratchet just to kind of show because
That's a great comparison.
they pair up very well because one, this Ironhide is obviously a partial off of this Ratchet, which was the plan, and
no surprises there.
yeah, exactly. So worked with Kunihiro-san on both of these.
Now, just so you know, I actually plan on pre-ordering Ironhide because, as you saw before, I have Ratchet. And, you might as well get them both. And I'm actually enjoying the Gamer Edition figures. This set, when it comes to collectors, it's kind of hit and miss. But with the exception of, I think it's Barricade, I'm really enjoying what I've been getting so far. And one of these days, I do plan on doing an unboxing of this figure. It's just time, ladies and gentlemen. It's just time.
Well, again, thanks, Evan. This looks fantastic. Love to see them together. I think this works really, really well.
They pair up nice.
Pre-order is live right now, so go check this out at HasbroPulse.com.
Okay, if you did not realize, basically a lot of these segments are really short. That's why I'm not sure if you noticed, but I've been kind of cutting, editing, or I don't want to say editing, but you'll see some cuts in between the segments. It's just that I take a quick break to get something to drink, for example, or I gotta catch my breath. But yeah, that's the one thing about this video that they released. Some of these figures do not get a lot of coverage. Finally, the big one. We have the Generation Select Titan Class Trypticon. This is also a reissue.
We're going to talk over here at length here is needs really no introduction. It's Trypticon. Of course, this is the first time we've done him in a while. This is a Titan scale redeco, but
It's been at least 9 years, I think. Yeah.
yeah, gosh.
God, can you even?
Okay, so basically this figure, it is a reissue of the Titans Return Trypticon. According to them, this figure has its hip issue fixed, but basically, if you already have Titans Return Trypticon, it's the same figure. The only difference is coloring, and there are no stickers that come with this figure here.
And just because I have been getting overwhelmed with Instagram questions about this one, his hips are in fact fixed. The original release was notoriously a little finicky with the hips, so we have changed them and it's been modified along the way. So this guy features that fix. So these hips don't lie.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Actually,
Right.
here.
You wanna, let me move him out of the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Goodness.
I have like 5.
Okay, now the question is, do I plan on buying this figure? No. And the reason is I actually already own this figure. I still actually have it in the box. This coming summer, when I have about 3 months off from work, I'm going to be hopefully starting a project where you see the cabinets here. I'm hoping to get these cabinets emptied, and I'm going to deconstruct these cabinets and take them downstairs to my storage unit. I'm going to do that, or either give them to one of my friends who may have some use for them. After I get these cabinets removed, on the wall behind this cabinet, I'm going to install some shelving, some wall shelves, and then all the Transformers that I still have in boxes or that I have in my other rooms, I'm going to move some of them out here. But definitely the Titans that you see here, because I got a lot of the Titans here, I'm going to move those Titans from the boxes to the wall shelf. And let's see here, I have Fort Max. I have Trypticon, Omega Supreme. This is the Legacy Metroplex. Oh god, I can't recall what the name of this one is. It's Black Zarek, I think that's what it's called. And then I kept the empty boxes of the Ark and the Nemesis because they're actually on the wall behind me. You can't really see it. You can't see it because of the green screen, but they're there. But yeah, so I plan on, if I can get this project done, all of these Titans will actually be out of their boxes and on the wall shelf when I get these cabinets removed. But yeah, I don't plan on buying this just because it's just basically it's a redeco. The only difference is the hips are fixed, but I really don't interact with my figures that much. The Trypticon, once he gets out of the box, he's going to stay in his primary mode, and he's just going to stand on shelf, so it really doesn't bother me. Okay.
He's in my office, and I can barely get in there. So yeah, obviously he still features his triple changing capabilities of turning into the spaceship, the city, and the dinosaur. And then he comes with Full Tilt and Necro, who is the little headmaster. Yeah, he's got the good clicks. Yeah, yeah. So he's just a fantastic set. Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, it's a full play set plus a Titan. I mean, it's tough to beat.
Yeah, he has plenty of Titan Master ports all over him, so you can take the headmasters and put them all over. It's just a lot of fun. We did remove the clear. That was in the original release. The teal part was clear on a lot of the pieces, so we did it solid on this. The only clear that's still on this guy is obviously the orange bits because that's iconic to the show and the original toy. Blah.
No, this figure came out absolutely fantastic. I know fans are going to appreciate getting another shot at this guy they might have missed. I'm certainly a sucker for the animation accuracy, so I love this. A really great job.
Yeah, it really pops, and I'm happy with how it came out.
That's great. And the packaging, which you showed on the other video we did, is incredible. Moving from those kind of more bland cardboard boxes, but we actually threw some colors in it.
I do have to say, I like that box, though. I like that box.
Amy did an incredible job.
Yes.
You know, those Gen Selects, we typically just did those cardboard boxes, but now we're adding some graphics on there, which I think turned out absolutely fantastic.
Okay, so that was that. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back for my final thoughts. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Well, I don't know how I say welcome back, but anyway, time for my final thoughts, and I'm going to give you some positives and negatives. Just keep in mind, these are my positives and negatives. I don't speak for anyone. I'm just speaking for myself. So let's get to the positive, shall we? I like the Spinister redeco. I really like that redeco. Sad, the same care could not be given to Topspin. If you are needing the Studio Series 86 Jazz, you're going to get another chance to get him. I did not realize, apparently this figure was, apparently he must have been pretty difficult for people to find. I was lucky that he was like my first Studio Series 86 figure that I actually bought at the time when I first came across him. Gamer Edition Ironhide. I think this guy looks good, even though I still have Ratchet in his package. So I think this guy looks good. I cannot wait to get Gamer Edition Ironhide. And if you are still needing to get your hands on Trypticon, you're going to get that chance, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you're okay with the cartoon deco, you're going to be happy with this figure. However, with that said, we have some negatives. And honestly, I just do not like the idea that we are getting Titans Return era figures when they have to admit that these figures are inferior when compared to, let's say, these kind of modern figures where they have a lot more articulation. It just feels like a cheap cash-in. Well, we gotta pair Spinister up against someone. Well, throw in Topspin. Should we do a new mold? No. Give them the Titans Return. I'm just not a fan of it. I think that they should have new molds of both Topspin and Twin Twist. A Deluxe class Optimus Prime. Ugh. I understand the logic, but still, when I look at Optimus Prime and Megatron, they should be the biggest figures possible without going like into Titan class. Megatron and Optimus Prime are the leaders of their respective groups, and they make this guy a deluxe class. It's a hard sell for me, which means I'm not gonna buy it. Sometimes I wonder if the people that they have doing these videos are actual fans of Transformers, because they literally said 3 headmasters were on the back of that box. There was only one headmaster, which is the one that's on Topspin. The other 2 were target masters for Spinister. I'm not going to argue with it. And oh my god, the fucking audio. Holy shit. Hasbro is a billion-dollar company, yet they cannot figure out audio. There's times I'm talking right now that it will go into the red for me. When I downloaded this, I went to download it and then I went to listen to it to make sure it was okay. And oh my god, I thought my ears are going to get blown out. I had to do severe audio, lowering the volume of the audio because it was just so fucking loud. You're a billion-dollar company, Hasbro. How do you not have somebody monitoring the audio that when they're recording these videos? But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Some positives and some negatives. I'm going to leave. As always, if you like what you watch, feel free to click that like button. Click the subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, the follow button. And I guess that's about it. Until next time, my name is Jeff, aka GCurse. Wishing you all a great day. Stay safe, everybody. Peace out.